If you're thinking about grabbing the Pixel Buds A series, hold on, because while these earbuds promise rich, high-quality audio and a sleek design, I've discovered some surprising issues that may make you think twice before hitting that buy button. But here's what surprised me the most. These earbuds, despite their cool features and decent price tag of $99.99, might actually miss the mark in some key areas that matter to everyday users, especially when compared to other wireless earbuds in this price range. So if you're after great sound but don't want to get stuck with problems like connection lag, comfort issues, or inconsistent call quality, stay tuned because this review is about to dig deep into what's really going on with the Pixel Buds A series. Now, I'm not here to trash them completely, because every gadget has its highs and lows, but I want to save you from the classic buyer's remorse so many have experienced. Plus, if you're using a Pixel or Android device, you might find some perks that Apple AirPods lovers will envy. Curious? Let's jump in and uncover if the Pixel Buds A series is truly worth your money or just another pair of buds destined for your junk drawer. First off, who are the Pixel Buds A series really for? These earbuds target casual listeners who want decent sound quality without breaking the bank, especially Android users who want smooth Google Assistant integration. If you're an audiophile seeking crisp, immersive sound, or a hardcore fitness junkie needing rock-solid stability during workouts, these might test your patience. If you're a multitasker relying on voice commands and hands-free calls, keep watching because your experience might vary wildly here. Now let me tell you about my first impressions, which came with a blend of excitement and skepticism. Opening the box felt like unwrapping a promise: clean design, soft touch case, and those classic Google White earbuds looking ready for action. The snug fit with 3 different ear-tip sizes and stabilizer arcs seemed like a smart move to keep them put, which is great for those worried about losing earbuds faster than your car keys. But here's the thing, comfort is subjective, and despite the design efforts, I found the Pixel Buds A series to feel a bit odd during longer listening sessions. It's like they tried too hard to be a one-size-fits-most solution, but in reality, my ears felt pinched, and after a couple of hours, the gentle seal felt more like a subtle ear squeeze. If you're planning marathon podcast binges or long flights, you might want to test these first because comfort isn't their strongest suit. Sound-wise, the earbuds deliver on the promise of rich, high-quality audio under certain conditions. Bass is punchy, just the right amount without drowning out vocals. However, the mids and highs sometimes got lost in the mix, especially at higher volumes. It's like getting a concert with some instruments playing off-key in the background, not terrible, but noticeable enough to be distracting for critical ears. If you're an average listener enjoying playlists or casual tunes, it's a passable experience. But audiophiles might rate it a bit flat. One standout feature is the Google Assistant integration. You can play music, ask for directions, check the weather, or have notifications read aloud just by voice commands or pressing on the earbuds. It's handy, especially when you're on the move, cooking, or driving. But here's the kicker. Voice recognition can sometimes fail in noisy environments, reeling you back into the old, "Can you repeat that?" cycle, which gets old fast. On the bright side, pairing with Android devices is a breeze. Just a single tap and you're connected instantly. Let me toss in a quick joke here because earbuds can be serious business. Why did the earbud go to school? Because it wanted to improve its sound judgment. Okay, bear with me. I'm trying to keep this review entertaining for your auditory pleasure. Battery life is another area worth discussing. The Pixel Buds A series offer up to 5 hours of listening time on a single charge and 2.5 hours of talk time, with the charging case extending total usage up to 24 hours. That sounds solid on paper, especially for a budget-friendly model. In real-world use, I found the battery life to be mostly accurate, which means no midday panic of dead earbuds. Charging is straightforward with USB-C, so no searching for outdated cables. But, and there's always a but, the charging case feels a bit bulky compared to rivals. If you're someone who likes to toss your earbuds in your pocket or small bag, this may add unnecessary weight. It's not a deal breaker, but it's a small inconvenience worth mentioning. Another twist in the tale is call quality. You'd expect wireless earbuds to nail this basic function, right? Unfortunately, Pixel Buds A-series suffer from inconsistent microphone performance. In quiet environments, calls are fine, but in noisy places, your voice becomes a garbled mystery to the person on the other end. Not ideal if you're working from home, but also answering calls while walking through noisy streets, cafes, or busy offices. It's like the earbuds forget how to listen properly when there's actual noise around. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been on a call where you sound like you're speaking through a tin can? If so, you know how frustrating that can get. These earbuds occasionally tread the same line, which is a big warning sign for anyone relying mostly on calls and meetings. If you often need reliable audio for Zoom or Google Meet, these might leave you lip-syncing more than talking. Now, for those wondering about connectivity beyond Android, the Pixel Buds A-series also pair seamlessly with iOS and other Bluetooth 4.0 enabled devices. That's a major plus if you own multiple gadgets. However, experience shows that connection stability tends to be better on native Android devices. On iPhones, expect occasional dropouts or lag, particularly during video streaming where audio can fall out of sync with visuals, a deal breaker for binge watchers or gamers. Here's another little joke to keep things light. Why did the wireless earbud break up with the phone? Because it couldn't handle the emotional distance. See, even gadgets have feelings. Moving on. Design-wise, the flush-to-ear approach combined with stabilizer arcs is a neat idea aimed at keeping the buds securely in place during movement. For casual walks or desk work, they stay put fine. But if you're into rigorous workouts or jogging, be warned. These aren't the hardcore stay-put champions. I tested running and jumping, and sometimes one or even both earbuds felt like they were planning a jailbreak. So fitness buffs looking for solid workout gear might want to look elsewhere. One thing I appreciate is the tactile controls. Press and hold to talk to Google or tap to pause and play songs. The learning curve is short, so you won't be fumbling mid-jog trying to get Spotify to skip a track. Still, sometimes the control sensitivity felt inconsistent, missing taps or registering false touches during sweaty sessions. It's like trying to press a button on a touchscreen with gloves. It just doesn't always cooperate. Okay, last joke before we wrap this up. What do you call earbuds that can juggle? Multitaskers. Yep, these earbuds try to handle multiple roles, but sometimes they drop the ball. So, where does that leave us after unpacking all these insights? If you're on a budget, want decent audio, and rock an Android ecosystem, the Pixel Buds A-series offer a compelling option with solid integration and acceptable sound quality. The price of $99.99 is competitive, especially with features like Google Assistant built-in, and a charging case offering up to 24 hours of combined battery life. However, if you value comfort for long listening periods, crystal clear calls in noisy environments, or workout stability, these earbuds might let you down. Connection glitches on non-Android devices, and an occasionally finicky tap control also drag the experience down. The honest truth, they're not perfect, but they're also not a total flop. Instead, think of them as a middle ground, affordable earbuds with some clear compromises. If you're that casual listener who prioritizes occasional use, voice integration, and decent sound, Pixel Buds A-series could be your match. Just manage expectations on call quality and fit. Before you turn away completely, it's worth noting that Google's software updates have been known to improve performance over time, so bugs and quirks could get ironed out. Plus, the quick pairing and fast charge tech are genuinely convenient for day-to-day use. In summary, don't buy Pixel Buds A-Series if you're expecting flawless performance across all fronts, or you're a die-hard audiophile or fitness freak. But if you want a stylish, reasonably priced, well-integrated pair of earbuds to complement your Pixel or Android phone, they're not a bad pick. To wrap up, these earbuds may have their quirks, but they're a solid starter wireless set for those dipping their toes into the true wireless experience without emptying their wallets. Sometimes convenience and affordability outweigh perfection. If you want to check current prices, deals, or read more user reviews, I've included the best Amazon link in the description below. Grab your Pixel Buds A-Series at the best price and decide if they're the right fit for you. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes earbuds perform better with a little patience and a good listener's ear.